My dog is sick. Isn't that sad? I know. You know, the vet costs more than the doctor, so what I do is when my dog gets sick, I go to my doctor and I pretend I have the dog's symptoms. He's like, so Russ, how can I help you today? Well, Doc, everything in my stomach, it's bothering me because I've been eating my own shit. You ever rushing for the subway and you're double skipping stairs and you've lost track? You haven't fallen yet, but you know you're fucked, right? Ever lose track so badly you have to abort and jump the rest of the staircase? But the worst is when your train is sitting down there and that one prick is in front of you taking his sweet time down the stairs because his train isn't there yet. Shouldn't you legally be allowed to push that guy on his and ride him down like a sled? To your train? You ever be on the subway and that homeless guy is giving a speech and he walks past you with a cup and you're coincidentally going into your pocket but not to give him money? That's kind of an awkward moment, right? I was like, oh, dude, I was just changing a song on my $600 iPod. And there was this Asian girl on the subway, and I'll tell you, I like Asian women, especially on the subway, and they always help my fantasy out when I'm reading one of those Chinese newspapers because it reads up and down. You know, I'm like, oh yeah, bitch, you want it, don't you? That's crazy. But I used to go out with this cute little Asian girl. I'll tell you, go out with somebody little, they don't want to be treated that way, you know? If she was going to walk holding hands, but I would just stick 2 fingers up her nostrils and hold over my shoulder like a jacket. She was like, oh no! So you were groaning at that one and not the one before it? Oh, are you Chinese, miss? Well, you don't like these jokes? Me so corny? What's the problem? I just went to a Chinese wedding. You ever go? It's a little bit different, right? When they come out of the church, you throw rice. Then you throw steamed broccoli and sesame chicken. Somebody knocked the bride out with an orange duck. I love China. I ate so much Chinese food the other day, I shit a cat. And that's a lot of fun. But Asian people aren't that smart. Everybody thinks they are. They're not. You guys remember that Asian delivery guy that got trapped in that jammed elevator for 3 days? They think he hit too many buttons because he couldn't find the R for lobby. So. Come on, even the Asians are laughing at that joke, people. Come on. Just tell them that joke's hilarious, please. But I like foreign people a lot. Whenever there's foreign people on the subway and they're speaking their language, I always lean in and I'm like, hey guys, I can't understand what you're saying. They're like, we're not talking to you. Why, you guys mad at me or something? All these styles. You know the visor's back in style? Back when I was going to school, the visor was the gayest hat in the world. I saw a kid walking down the street. He had the visor upside down and backwards. Why even have the visor at that point, right? Is there a drought on this guy's head? He set up some kind of irrigation system? Is that a spoiler in the back of his head? Is he a race car racing around? And these girls' pants have gotten too tight, don't you think? I saw a camel's toe on the Discovery Channel and I got a boner. I can't even tell the difference. So winter's coming, that's a bummer, huh? Yeah. Can't do fun stuff here in the city in the winter. Like build a snowman. 2 seconds later, you'll see a homeless guy wearing a scarf and a top hat eating a carrot. Begging him for tobacco for his new pipe that he has on. You can't tell who's crazy anymore. I just got a new cell phone. I refuse to get that little earpiece that comes with the phone so you don't have to hold it, because you can't tell who's insane anymore, am I right? I'm walking down the street, some guy is looking right at me. He's like, hey, I worked all day, you pick up the kids. You heard me do it. All right, I'll do it. but I never loved you. I'll tell you, cell phones are amazing, aren't they, buddy? They got like video and email and texting. Don't you wish those losers from Star Trek would beam down to our planet now so we can goof on their stupid phones that only make calls? Wouldn't that be great? I'd be like, Kirk, did you get that text message I sent you? Oh, you don't have that capability, sorry. Well, let me read it to you. It says, why don't you beam to a gym or wear a bag of your shirt, you fag? Oh, you know what else about those cell phones, man? We got that Nextel walkie-talkie phone. How annoying is that thing, right? What's up, dude? You notice it's never an intellect on that phone? You never hear, that's right, doctor, you make the incision below the left cerebral cortex. No, it's always, hey, dude, I heard you fucked that chick with the fat ass last night. Always a genius on that phone, right? So I'm broke. Does it suck being broke? You ever get that letter from Social Security predicting your future benefits based on your current income? I opened mine, it was a picture of me in bifocals blowing someone for the rent. Wouldn't that be sad in my electric wheelchair, like... It's terrible. Huh. What's it different? What do people say about guys with sports cars? Little penises, right? Yeah, but you never hear, hey, little guy in a unicycle, I bet he's got a huge cock. Is that a pogo sticker? But he's got 14 inches, that cock. Yay. We're not all smart, you know? I saw some nerds in Starbucks today with a calculator. Is there ever any fun going on when there's a calculator involved, ever? Never, hey man, the cocaine's cut, hooker's on the way. Now we just gotta kick back and apply this law of cosines, these isosceles triangles. It's like, oh, I hope these sides are congruent. I was a nerd back at school, man. I was a guy that thought it was cool to spell out words on the calculator upside down. That's a dork, right? I'd go up to girls and I hand them my calculator. I'd be like, hey, do 10 plus 4. Now flip it over. Hi. Whatever, dork. Oh, dork, huh? This is what I really meant. There you go. Boobless. 5537808. I know my nerd shit, man. We used to love Star Wars too. You like Star Wars? I don't like it anymore, but you know what I love? I love Yoda. Because Yoda never says anything smart, but always sounds smart because of his speech pattern. I'm gonna start using it. Hey Russ, what are you doing tonight? Pornography I will watch. While bait I will master. What are you gonna do? Guys, the worst when you first start dating, you think you want to know each other's sexual history. You ever get involved in that little thing? You think you want to know, right? It's all laughy and giggly at first. Yeah, then she rattles off a history like a 20-year drunken war veteran, right? Who's laughing now? I went out with a girl, she wanted to share sexual fantasies with me, and if you're jealous, you'll crack on this. She's like, all right, I'll go first. Mine is that 2 large, muscular men have me at once. Oh, yeah? You wanna know what mine is? Mine's also for 2 large, muscular men. And they beat you until you're not a whore. My buddy's so rough with his dog. Every one friend is like way too rough with their dog. I'm over at his house and there was poop on the floor. So he's hitting the dog and he's rubbing the dog's nose in it, which is wrong for 2 reasons. 1, it was my poop. And 2, you can't get that rough with a dog. Sometimes I get too rough with my dog though when we play fight. The other day we were fencing and I stabbed him. Try explaining that to the vet. I was like, Doc, it was an accident. Mr. Meneve, your dog has a 9-inch stab wound. He's wearing a full metal knight's helmet. And he has a sword duct taped to his paw. But I'm watching this nature show, my buddy. You know what he says to me? He goes, dude, it must be great to be an animal because you can get laid whenever you want. But that's not true, because if you're a male, you have to fight another male to the death for that mating right. I'm not up for that, just for sex. Are you guys? And the alpha male always wins. If I was an animal, they'd come up with a whole new term for me. The two males have now squared off for the mating right. Wait a minute. One has stepped aside and is now diddling with himself as he watches the alpha male mate. Oh, this is disgusting. The alpha male is finished and gone on. The other moves in. The sloppy seconds male has struck again. But it's hard to meet chicks, you know. I go to one girl and I ask her for a number. She says, "I don't give my number out. You may be crazy. Give me your number." See, girls are laughing because this is how they screen for psychos, right? So she calls, we go out, and I kill her. Now, here's the point. Hey, girls, psychos have phones too, okay? And they can fake being normal for a 20-minute conversation. What do you think? They pick up the phone, kill. Hello? But it is nerve-wracking. I go to one girl and I'm really stuttering a lot. And you really realize how much stuttering is about fear. There's a guy named Mel Tillis. You know who he is? Check it out. This guy's a stutterer and a singer, and he doesn't stutter when he sings. That must be weird during an emergency. Imagine that. Emergency 911. Fuck it. My house is on fire. 140 Broadway. But religion's so behind the times, don't you think? You know, the Catholic Church is against condoms. I'm not talking about just in porno, which we're all against. I'm talking about everywhere, people. Don't laugh at that, fellas. They're against all birth control. The morning after pill, you girls are for that, right? I'm waiting for the night before pill. The one that stops you from drinking and banging that skank in the first place? Where's that pill? Oh, shit, I should have bailed out earlier, I knew it. Religion and sex, that never mixes, right? That's why if I'm with a girl in bed of another religion, I'll yell out her God's name because I don't want any trouble. But I was with this African girl, I don't know what it was, so I tried to wing it. I was like, and I grabbed her cat. I was like, "Da Sapenia Yabarit Yabara." Thanks a lot, guys. Good night. Take care. So long, huh?